What is going on, everybody? Week 16, Sunday. Let's get after it. We got our Romeo first touchdown yesterday. That was fun, boys. But the under going the game going over the Washington Eagles game going over, that was so annoying. It took a perfect storm of events for that game to go over last night. That was obviously like the Bears Packers. That was a sweat-free under, and because the number moved, I didn't end up playing it. But that um commies, even with like what's his name, the backup Josh Johnson coming in was actually probably the worst thing that could have happened for that over, because I was just going to lower, or I should say, shorten the time of possessions for the Commanders and give the Eagles like better field position and more chances to score. Sorry, guys, getting out the promo for the stream on Twitter quickly. Can't multitask, but yeah, Foss, that over hurt, bro. That was annoying, man. Because like one, the injury, okay, injuries happen, but then two, then it comes down to a pass interference to end up killing that. Like that was not a fun way to start the slate there. But then we catch the Romeo first touchdown, so like we ended up slightly down overall, but the Romeo first touchdown savior, always nice to hit a nice banger, and we were a swift touchdown away from making yesterday profitable. But obviously not banking on that. I ended up using actually my FanDuel 50% live boost on Saquon live tutty, so that ended up being nice. Bet that like during the second half, but enough crying over spilt milk. That's just another day in the NFL. We have a more or less full slate, missing, of course, the 3 games that already happened, the 1 game on Monday, and some games that mean absolutely nothing, like absolutely nothing, which is expected at week 16. Every team can be in the playoff hunt. And some games that should be meaningful and hopefully some good ones here. So I'll start just on the EV filter and let's see if you can find some things. I locked in a lot of stuff on Friday already. I'm not going to lie. So we'll see what moves and what doesn't. Not going to stop me from locking in things that we see today, of course, when I have Friday. But we'll see if any of those are still playable, if we are struggling to find some EV, because I'm not even sure what it's going to look like today with all these teams. Have Krosky Merritt, Mike Evans boosted TD parlay. I saw that bill. I know what you're looking at, Foss. I saw that all week. It was like 425. If you got in that range, let me know. I saw it on the EV screen early last week. Didn't end up playing it, but that was the unfortunate. But let's take a look at what we have here. This Dawson Knox plus 222 on an alternate line, I would assume. Market average 173. This is probably pretty good, honestly, at DK here. Let's pull it up. Guess the Swift among guy first study debate got avoided. AEC, that's what I'm talking about, brother. The debate, none of them score, but guess who scores? Our boy Romeo Dobbs, who we had. So we got that Romeo there. Got 470 boosted and it lost CLV. Interesting, because I saw it on the EV screen on like Tuesday, Wednesday, but didn't see it on yesterday. So I'm surprised it went that way. I guess more books ended up going up rather than there being CLV here. But well, let's go back to this Knox. Plus 222, so it definitely exists. 174 FanDuel. I mean, this is probably worth betting, honestly. 9.6%. Obviously, Knox and the way the Bills run their offense could be a sweat here, but looking good. Seeing Minnesota over 23.5 points plus 122 at FanDuel. So obviously respecting the EV there. I'm on the Giants plus 3. The only game line I have today is Giants plus 3. Got that at 113 at Caesars on Wednesday. That was on the Best Bet show. I actually have a couple of props that I've already taken that are fades of Minnesota. So again, I'm definitely going to defer to the EV calcs that you have there. And like, if you want to rock that, absolutely do so, just because all this Knox already moved. So I guess we're talking. Well, I mean, I still see it here, but how did it move to the just no EV? All right, hold on. But what's it called? So I kind of don't like Minnesota today. I definitely like the Giants, but with that being said, if there's EV, there's EV. Knox receptions, receiving yards over is a plus today. We just saw that pop up for the plus 222 for Knox on receptions, but it's already gone. But I'm confused why it's gone, because the price is still there. But Knox receptions right here over 1.5 is minus 109 at Novig. This is good. Line spread steam, not surprised by that at all. Not surprised by that whatsoever. That lines are steaming. It's down to EV ops. It's all good. It is all good. We'll find some more EV ops throughout the course of the day. I'm not surprised that it's steaming whatsoever, because I thought that was short anyway. Let's go to spread here and kind of see how the market is settled right now. right now for this one because I'm not surprised that this was steaming. The this seems short to me. I mean, the lines I think are definitely a class above. Oh, we got a full steam to a 7.5. There it is. Yeah, you did call that. That is a that's absolutely steam there. The Raiders at 14.5, looking like a best price there. Javonte Williams, rec yards, FanDuel. All right, let's pull it up. Javonte Williams, it's Cowboys. I was about to click the Broncos for a second. Stuck in the wrong year there. Oh, we got a promo out. All right, Javonte Williams, rec yards, FanDuel, player props. I have again a couple of things that I bet we'll definitely dive through and like look at whether or not they're still EV. With that being said, of course, we want to focus on like what definitely is the EV in the here and now. Let's see, Williams. I mean, first tutty obviously going to be chalked, but rec yards. So 112 at FanDuel, 110 actually at MGM at 8.5. Over at Penny is 122. This 9.5 at plus 102 seems to be like the best price here, but there is a 110. They're actually a 105 also at 365 for Javonte Williams over 8.5 receiving yards. And let's see. So yeah, that is the best price in market here for any Javonte Williams stuff that you're interested in there. But I want to go back to the EV screen because, like I said yesterday, I built a new TD filter in FOSS. I don't think you were there yesterday, so let's dive into it a bit. Seeing a lot of value here. So I built a one for first touchdowns at any time, and already seeing some big things here. So Cade Stover, 9-1, Kalshi, Sport Trade, and Novig here plus 669, 9-1 here at Bet Rivers for a Cade Stover anytime touchdown, backup tight end there, or maybe even third string, more of like a blocking TE for the Texans, but 14.5 point favorites. Maybe we'll see something. Maybe we'll see some backup play here. But this Stover 9-1 looks pretty good at Rivers if you have. This Bucky at Fanatics plus 175, Circa 155, FanDuel 140, but Novig, Profit, Kalshi also 140. So this Bucky at 175 is definitely looking pretty good. Let's see, it's at 160 on FanDuel. Boosts are pretty limited today, but there is a FanDuel boost, if I'm not mistaken. There's definitely a DraftKings touchdown boost. But let me see, what do I have? A 25% SGP boost. This is only SGP though. Oh, it could be SGP plus. I'm going to add Bucky as a leg on FanDuel here, and then we're going to see what we get. Bucky at 175 seems a bit low, honestly, but 160 is still best in market outside of this Fanatics here. Oh, Fanatics just moved to 160, so that is best in market, and with a boost would be even more EV. So can have Bucky there. Tyrone Tracy also at 210. This is something I like also. Fanatics, like there's no deep linking, so I can't pull it up with Fanatics, but this is also like a really good bet. If you have Fanatics, I would definitely bet this this Tracy. That Bucky did end up moving though, unfortunately. But this Tracy at 210. I also bet a Tracy over rushing receiving yards. I'm definitely in on Tyrone Tracy today. I think that the Vikings are definitely beatable. Tracy is a good player, and this 210, not going to add to the FD boost because 180 to 210, it'll be EV to Circa Penny. Novig, it's just not going to be great. I'm actually going to add it. That's never mind. I take that back. But actually, no, the 190. So there's a DK touchdown boost also. So I'm going to add this to the DK touchdown boost, Tyrone Tracy. And we'll build them out kind of both simultaneously and see what we get here. But Tracy at 190 will be a better price, and with the boost would be good. If you guys have that DK touchdown boost as well. So let's add some Tracy there. Kenny G. Yeah, not going to be good at FanDuel or DK. I would have had spent all my Fanatics money. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If they're even taking bets from you, because this is where I'm seeing a lot of Fanatics, a lot of bet members from here. Amon-Ra St. Brown plus 105. This is definitely good at Hard Rock for any Hard Rock bettors as well out there. A Knox plus 470 at Profit. This was actually really good for Dawson Knox anytime tutty. We were looking at his over receptions here. Score touchdowns, definitely getting some more love in the offense. They are playing the Brownies. Now down 2.9% here. Hampton, good at Hard Rock 135, but that seems to be about it. Nico Collins, 123. This just dropped as we were looking at it to 105 to even money. Nico plus 110 here at DK. We could add to the boost. Just dropped to 105. So no, thank you. But Rivers best price. Khalil Shakir, K. Dotton, Estime. Lamb was 10 to 1 on DK first touchdown. You know that's something I love. I hate that you're saying was, though, because I'm assuming that no longer exists, which I wouldn't be shocked if it no longer exists, because that would be exactly what we were looking for this one. This is the game where I'm just I don't say like wrong team favorite. I don't say that lightly. Oh, it is still 10 to 1. All right, so I'm betting this right now. I'm keeping that Tracy off the slip. I'm betting the CeeDee Lamb. I know that Knox is still there, but it wasn't showing EV. Aaron Jones first tutty. I saw some Jordan Mason having some EV before, but I'll definitely look at Jones because I could see that being a thing. But I'm going to check Pickens quickly while we're here. But I definitely like the fact that we're getting the WR1, and it's good to Circa. So, yep, I'm going CeeDee Lamb. If it's Pickens, it's Pickens. But Lamb first touchdown, 10 to 1. Shout out for you, Foss, for that call out, because if it would have missed it, I would have been mad. But that is exactly what I love to do for first tutties, and Lamb it is. We hit one yesterday. Shout out to Romeo, our best boy. And there we go. Getting it in for tracking. All right, so we're on the board here with a CeeDee Lamb first tutty. I'm actually going back and I'm adding what's his name? Tracy to the bet slip on DK, because I like some Tracy, and that's still EV. If it moves on the slip, it moves in the slip, but still looks pretty good. And Aaron Jones first tutty. Let's take a look at that. Because it depends on the price here for AJ. Aaron Jones. Ooh, 11 to 1. All right, that's the pricing that we're talking about. That's the pricing I'm talking about. What is Jordan Mason? So Mason is priced more chalky here. So it's another one of those of our favorite games. AC, you're still here. Our favorite game of which RB in a share backfield is going to be the one to score the first tutty. Jefferson 7 to 1. Something just moved there. I just saw that. But let's also even go back, because what is Tracy? See, Tracy is 9 to 1. Jones definitely better value there. But again, then we're going back to our favorite game of who's scoring the first tutty, Jones or Mason. And this is 11 to 1 across all shops, though. So it looks like Jones is the better pick. I'm going to hold off for a second, though, and go back to the EV. DraftKings just moved to 10 to 1. So interesting. We're getting stuff moving, but let's see what else we could find. Again, I already have prepped up on FD. I have Bucky in the slip that hasn't moved, and then Tyrone Tracy in the DK slip. We'll utilize those boosts. DK is touchdown only, while sprinkle both. I haven't been sprinkling both, man, on for first tutties here. And I think I could actually definitely be convinced to take a Giant, because I have the Giants +3. I think the Giants could come out there early. Debate rage is on. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Let's see what we got here. Rush attempts, Tracy over. Okay, so that's finesse. We're already getting into the 4%. It's not a ton showing up. I'm not really totally shocked by that, considering the markets here. And obviously how close we are to game time, and how things are kind of shaping out in terms of the playoff picture. Shakir under at 125. Bookmakers at 121. Even money there. This looks actually pretty good. 4.3%, where it's at Novig, Kalshi, Penny. I actually like this. I think we're talking just straight EV here. I mean, Shakir is their kind of WR1, but it's not like Shakir is dominant in that sense. Also, big favorites could be a quick game where we're getting to the backups there, but this is showing 4.3% EV. The market average is plus 105 on the under. We're getting plus 125. Might be a bit of a hold your nose betting an under on a guy who has a very good or a very short average depth of target, and they do like to just get him the ball in space, like really quick out throws. and let him go after the catch. But it's very more easy completions for him. But I'm running with the EV there because we're seeing a little bit over over 4% here. So I'm locking in Shakir under. I just bet it for as much as I could at Bet MGM. All right, so I'm in on the Shakir. Good value for Tracy first tutty at 365. Unfortunately, I'm not a 365 user. It's not in my state, but if it is good, it's good. And Tracy just dropped to 185 in my DK slip. That was plus 190, so that's annoying. But again, that's going to be boosted. I'm not going to lie. Let's just even take a look. What's Gibbs at? Because we know that he's going to be chasing that history books here. Good matchup against the Steelers. I'm guessing. I know he was in the 225 range. I love playing the guess the odds game, but I already saw this one, so it's not going to be a guess. I haven't seen if it has moved. Have Tracy first TD 9-1 in MGM. I love that. Definitely having this Tracy in the slip here. Like I said, I do have his over rushing receiving. I bet I'll pull that up right after this to confirm if it's still playable. But I had it at over 61.5 minus 115. So we'll see. But I gotta look at Gibbs quickly because he's definitely like, if we chalk a minus 290 on an anytime touchdown, like in this boost. The move is for the boost to be using some of the chalk here. I mean, it's 265, so it's like so unattractive, but 2 plus is 195. I mean, that's just ugly. Let's go back to this Vikings Giants game. Obviously, KOC, we've got a great offense coming in. Ready to fade 9 being good at football. First TD. Again, we'll go back and look at Tracy. 9-1 there. Yep, at 365 and MGM. Good to Circa at 8-1 and to Kalshi and to Novig. Profit no odds on Tracy, although I do still like that because 9-1 for a first touchdown for an RB1 is always still attractive. And I want to do scrimmage yards because I just want to check where he's at now. But I did get some good prices on Tracy. We'll see if it ends up being a good price. I haven't checked the market since. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, unfortunately, not really bettable at this point. Holy crap. It's up to 70 at DK. I got over 61.5. Not flexing, just the facts of the matter there. I'm keeping this Tracy anytime in for the DK boost because I'm in on Tracy today. And I'm just annoyed that we're not getting the best odds because Fanatics is Fanatics, but should probably still just lock it in anyway. A London at Fanatics also. I bet a London over as well, but this is 160. We're not going to get any good value with the boost. Amon-Ra, we already checked. Shakir around the under, but here's the Mason again. 235, 210, 220. But nothing at nothing at Circa for me, so they're not even pricing him. Check this Nico again. Yeah, it's dropped to 105. Chase Brown. A Chase Brown at 115. I'm adding Chase Brown to the slip with Tracy on DK. Because it's touchdown only. FanDuel, we don't need touchdowns, so I'm not gonna like force it to be a TD lay, though of course I'm down. But I'm adding this Chase Brown. Absolutely. TD score, Chase Brown, even money. Okay, so already at 470 with Tracy and Brown. So that's a good start. We definitely needs to be at least 3 legs here. We can add Gibbs if we want to, just from like a chalk perspective, because we're trying to, maximize the EV there. Good call on the Chase Brown. Took him for first tutty. I love that. I'm a big Chase Brown guy. We had him a couple weeks ago, and that Bills game for the first tutty, that was a nice one to get to the window with. Let's see. Let's go to player prop anytime. I want to build out this DK boost. We need literally one more leg. So we're good to go. So I would rather, let's see if we can just get it the quick way here and see some like implied Circa favorites. James Cook 120. I mean, Cook could definitely be a great response there. Of course, playing the Brownies in Cleveland. See where the chalk is. Quinshot Judkins. So Judkins being chalk is obviously like a little bit, I won't call it like a double-edged sword, but it is like Yeah, it makes sense. Bills have struggled in the run game, though they've been a bit better of late. They struggle just tackling anybody, but they can stack the box against them. But Judkins is gonna like just get hammered with like rushing attempts and things like that. So also being priced as chalk. Aaron Jones showing some EV also now at FanDuel. So I'm gonna go back to FanDuel. We have that Bucky in the slip that hasn't moved. I'm gonna add Aaron Jones to this FanDuel slip. So we have 2 legs in each. We need really one more for each. We can lock them both in at the same time. 732, that brings us to, and we're at 470. Looking for some chalk on both of them now, but we'll try to find some circuit chalk. We're going game by game here. Let me do this too, just so we can get things out of the way. Yeah, we looked at this game, done. Dolphins for +4, plus money MGM. I kind of don't like the Fins at all today. I know that market rules all, but I'm kind of anti-Fins. I think that the Bengals could put up could honestly smoke them. Quinn Ewers, I think, could be bad. I think McDaniel will do a good job of getting in some easy throws. Not a hot take, obviously, of me saying that Quinn Ewers could be bad. But with that being said, I do think that, well, definite steam. So trust the steam over me. Like, if you bet that and don't think twice. But I'm just saying that I could see a world where like they kind of like take their, I almost say like anger out, but maybe honestly their anger out there, the Bengals, or it could just be a lost, terrible season. So Dowdle plus 125. I mean, it's not really like full chalk there. Cowboys Chargers. So this is a game like Lamb at 150. We have the first tutty. I think this game could absolutely be a shootout. I do think that the overall, like it could definitely be. The Chargers defense is a bit overrated, and we know Dallas is absolutely is too. Kind of all depends if they're going to keep Herbert upright. But this Javonte Williams at 140, we add that to the FanDuel lay, we'll get to 10-1. Again, not that that's the magic number. It's the magic number for me and for fun, which is but this is like kind of what we want to do with the boost. We have a couple of long shots, and we have to have some chalk. That brings us to 1685 for 3 starting RBs to score. Ewers just has to offer more as a passer than Tua. See, as bad as Tua is, like that's still like really unsure if that's gonna be true if he can do that. But just quick pause because I do want to confirm. I locked in this 3-legger on FanDuel. Bucky, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams with the boost plus 1685. So plus 1685, I repeat. Bucky, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams. That's the FanDuel 25% boost. Now DK, we have Tracy and Brown in the slip together. Brown actually went to plus 1805. Okay. Gonna find one more for this, and then I want to just get this not like get it over with, but I do want to get it over with in the sense where I like it. I mean, I can't like anyone can answer this for me. So I understand why the Saints are favored, but the Saints are laying 6.5. To me, that's gotta be like kind of crazy because like they don't like Shuck is still a rookie, and like yes, he has shown some good stuff. Their running back room is abysmal. They have obviously a decent defense and Chris Olave, but like that's it. And they're laying 7 points in an NFL game. I know they're at home. I know Shuck's been playing great. I know the defense for the Jets are horrible. I'm personally not betting any Shuck, any Saints at the number. Money line on a parlay, sure, but I follow you on the FanDuel boost. Did money for the daughter's B-Day party. I mean, listen, we took 3 legs that are all going to be EV with the boost, and we're around plus EV already pre-boost. So that's all you can ask for. I do want to mention I did bet this AD Mitchell anytime. I got it at a better price though. I got it at plus 350. So I sniped this on Friday, but I am in on some AD Mitchell. Anytime touchdown. The guy even got up to 350 again today. So we'll see if that even stands. This DK slip is moving on me. Breece Hall. I mean, I don't really expect any Jets to score, though. Breece Hall would be the only Jet that I would bet on. Not like he's had an amazing scoring season, but we know that he's their best player. Chiefs Titans. I don't even suspect there to be any points scored in that game. No Rashee Rice. I'm gonna scream through that. Where's our best boy Devon Achane? Because maybe it's just that simple to add him. He's 165, 210, so we're not gonna be able to get enough of the boost. That's annoying. Jamar 120. We have Chase Brown, but doesn't matter. We can gladly SGP. Achane is just too chalk. Falcons cards, Bijan 205, so that's not going to be good. Think about Kareem Hunt touchdown. So the thing about the Chiefs in today's game is like they already ruled out so many players. Hunt is their short yardage back, but Hunt's also obviously a veteran. So like, I wouldn't be shocked if they do give more like love to Brashard Smith, more love to even Pacheco to get his legs under him against the Titans. And the Titans, their defensive front is that their special teams is the best thing of their team. Then the second best thing is Jeffrey Simmons and how their defensive front has been playing. So I kind of am like anti-Hunt because there's just so much uncertainty in that game. I'm kind of just like anti that game in general, though. I could obviously see Hunt scoring. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. This Jags Broncos, should be a fun one as well. I want to talk a bit more in detail about that. I'm just really trying to find a leg to just lock in and call it a day here for this boost, because we're already seeing Chase Brown move to 10 to even money. I just kind of want to be done with here and get this good to go so we don't miss out on anything. Sean Tucker, 30+ rush yards. All right, I'll take a look at that in 1 second, but there's got to be a leg. I mean, if Gibbs gets just a 10 to 1, which I doubt it does with the boost, I might bet that. I'm also very interested in Jameson Williams here. So, however, I want to check his first touchdown odds, but if we do Achane and Gibbs, now that's the chalkiest parlay I've ever seen in my life, which is kind of the point, but like Achane isn't good to market, so it's not worth it. Neither is Gibbs, so like who am I kidding? Jalen Warren plus 160, no. I am going for some chalk here. We have Patriots Ravens, so I mean the obvious look is going to be what's King Henry, like not good to market. So I'm going to sit on it. We'll see what pops up. Let's answer some questions here. So let's go back into the general odds screen, and then we'll look at Sean Tucker 30+. Let's look at Sean Tucker 30+ rush yards. Buccaneers Panthers. So I have a couple of plays that I bet in this game. I'll call them all out first. Again, we'll see if the EV is still there, not to pass post, but just to tell you guys what I'm in on. Rush yards. Sean Tucker. Okay, so we're going alternate here with Tucker. 30+. Panthers run D we know is beatable. 30+. The 384 at DK, but the 4-1 at 365 is absolutely worth betting. That's definitely a good bet to capture some positive EV. I mean, looking at where FanDuel is, looking at where even Caesars is, looking at where DK is, that 4-1 at 365 is definitely bettable for Sean Tucker anytime. I mean, for Sean Tucker, alternate rushing yards. And what else did I bet in this game? I bet Coker under receptions. Let's see if it's still bettable. Oh, Jalen Coker under 3.5 receptions. It's down to -130. So this is 115 at Hard Rock if you're in Illinois, New Jersey, or Florida. It's still bettable. I bet at -110. So that's where I'm at here. This 130 at MGM is probably not worth it at this point either, unfortunately. That's the only other thing I bet in that game, right? Let me just look at what I have in my pendings. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Let's go back to the EV screen, see what we're popping up. I feel like I'm missing some stuff going through manually. It's the trade-off. I got another odd screen open on the side just to see any big moves in real time here. All right. Rivers, Gunnar, Helm already in the down to 8s. I've been seeing some unders pop up for CMC. I know Buckner's going to be back at the games tomorrow, and I do actually like the Colts. The 6 is gone though, and I didn't get in, so I'm annoyed there. Ewers at 365. If you want to bet on the kid to turn up, that's probably worth it. Let's go back to touchdowns here. Stover still showing. Aaron Jones we're in on at FanDuel already. Brian Thomas. We've lost too many soft books in New York. Yes, we have, bro. And it's only going to get worse if I had to assume, honestly, with the prediction markets and all that popping up. Not that they're the problem, but the problem is that the books aren't going to want to pay taxes to be able to operate in New York and then continue to pay crazy taxes. They're just going to want to turn into prediction markets, which could be a good thing. I just don't know how they're going to operate in the sense of how they're going to, all like what the softness of them is going to be. This Cook at 130, same price as Circa, so we'll be good with the boost, and I'll guess a 10-1 with the boost. We also have an all parlay boost as well that you can use, but this is the 30-time, 30% touchdown boost. We can do another leg if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to add a random leg to see what the promo is. No, it's 30% no matter what, just minimum 3 legs. So James Cook, Chase Brown, and Tyrone Tracy plus 1181. Max bet 5s. I'm in. So that's my DK touchdown boost. And we have another boost there. Tracy, Cook, Brown, James Cook, Chase Brown, Tyrone Tracy plus 1181. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. So we got our 2 touchdown boosted parlays just for some fun. We'll find some more first touchdowns. We'll hopefully find some more straight EV because haven't gotten a ton right then and there. The health, bro, ever since I made this filter, I made this literally 3 days ago. It has been painted with Fanatics, with Rivers, even more so than 365. Now, of course, 365 and Hard Rock are assumed because they're just so freaking soft with that. And of course, you don't have either in New York. But it's been painted with those books and Fanatics as well. Like yesterday, Fanatics had Saquon at -110, rest of the market was at -120. Like this Michael Wilson too. Hold on. Like that's a bet. This is a bet. Absolutely a bet. 133, 152. Nothing at Circa, but like this is absolutely a bet here for Michael Wilson anytime touchdown. All right. Genty too, 260. I know against Houston, but like this still is high for a guy who's going to get all the touches. But I mean, to Circa 240, this is the reason why it's only 2.5%. But from 115 and 120 and are moving away from the sharps. It is baffling because like that's the thing too. Maybe they're just like it's better for them to like take one big bet and just know that somebody's never going to be able to bet there. I don't understand the model. Like I'm not even going to pretend to because I've seen like the Score / ESPN do that a lot too, where they're just like so okay with being so far off. Maybe they're just like saying like, okay, if you bet this, we know that you're not the action we want, so you're done. This Dart, I'm not betting this because like honestly, we know the stats with Dart and the concussions, and like I'm not gonna say I'm projecting injury or anything stupid like that, but like it's just like when you've gotten hit that many times, like that kind of is why I love Tracy even more than or why I have loved Tracy. Like I think that like Dart's rushing, like he can't keep doing it. Like he just cannot. Like maybe if he does it for the rest of the year, like it's only 3 more weeks. But that being said, it's like you got to stop running the football and taking massive hits. Like it's just you're not going to be in the league next year. And I'm not like a Jackson Dart guy. I'm actually pretty low on Dart. But all in all, I want to see. I have no beef against the kid. I would like for him to succeed. All right, Chiefs at Bet Openly -131. Now this is by far the best price in market. If you have a Bet Openly account, this is absolutely worth betting. If you don't have a Bet Openly account, if you use promo code BetSmart and get started, there's 9.1K in liquidity here. It's an exchange. It's not available in every state, but it's available in a lot of states. This is just 8.3% on the money line. The Chiefs, we know so many injuries, no Mahomes, Gardner Minshew starting. The Titans maybe see this as their, once chance for glory this season here. But straight pricing, I mean, this is 40 cents off Circa and Penny and Bookmaker, and it's a money line. So honestly worth making a Bet Openly account if you don't have one. I'll pull it up, and as we can see here, it does have direct linking here. This is bettable. I can't use it in New York anymore, unfortunately. But Bet Openly, good product. Promo code BetSmart. This is worth betting. Like that's worth like depositing to bet. Similar, not going to say similar to like the Anthony the fight 2 nights ago, Joshua fight a couple of nights ago, where he's like, oh, it's worth depositing more money and then doubling your balance. I'm not saying it's that for Bet Openly, but that is definitely bettable. I haven't bet any of the Chiefs stuff though, because like I could see the argument that like it's the biggest discount you'll ever get on the Chiefs, but I also can see the argument of like this is the game for the Titans to I don't want to say make a statement because there's not many statements to be made, but to maybe they're salivating at the mouth a little bit more here. Alternate under here. Miami money line plus 190 here. So this is a good bet. It's a good bet. I already went on the record though and said that I do think the Bengals win and like cover the 4 and maybe even like smoke them because I'm very low on Ewers. And this Bengals defense has played a lot better down the stretch. But straight pricing, that's a good bet. Straight pricing, 2.9% EV. It's the best in market for a money line there. Detroit -8. I mean, plus 110. Bit of an alternate spread there. I think they're settling at 7.5 right now, though that game has some time. This is for next week already. Detroit money line against the Vikings. I mean, better at 365. The game line's not great. Let's find some first tutties. And actually, let's go back to regular EV and see if we get some more pop up. We barely bet a lot on stream today. It's annoying, but we're not forced anything. It's just what's going on here. And I'll call out everything that I bet pre-stream too. But again, only to find numbers that are still bettable for you guys. Woody Marks, 135. Where did this move from? 125. Nothing at circa here, but look at that penny. $500 limits. FanDuel, a book that I like to like devig from for touchdowns, but like this looks pretty good for Woody. We know Woody's role. We know the struggles also that the Texans do sometimes have in the red zone here, but they're playing the freaking Raiders. And as somebody who has a Texan South ticket, I am rooting big time, of course, for the Texans just take care of business, but also for the Broncos to take care of business against the Jags. This Woody is interesting. Rucker, Pacheco, Greg Dulcich under. I don't know how Ewers likes his tight ends. Not that we have any real data on that. The Shakir hasn't moved. That's a bit annoying. We're in on that. Just so many books. I mean, I have like 365 in books that I can't use just for like you guys in chat if you can bet them. But like, it just, I know that they limit me in 10 seconds anyway. But still, there's just so much at 365. I'm just like, I wish. Shooter Sanders over rush yards. I actually like this. This went the other way. 9.5. This is actually pretty solid. Best price in market here. Only 3% EV. 116, but nothing to Novik to the over, though. So not enough width. Oh, rush attempts. I mean, Hubbard's like kind of like back fully. 114, 105, 3.1%. This is probably good too. Definitely want to get some stuff in. Don't want to force anything. But rush attempts. This is solid. I'm betting this. I'm betting this. I'm pulling this on another amount. I'm betting this. We have that Shakir. It hasn't moved. Again, annoying, but what are you going to do? I'm betting that Dowdle under rush attempts here. The game of the day, Buccaneers Panthers. Obviously, the NFC South in the balance there. That's gonna be kind of comes down to. But I ain't betting this. So players rushing attempts. Dowdle. All right, I'm in officially. Whatever you can give me, MGM. Okay, we'll take it. All right, beautiful. Very, very nice. Moved to ESPN as well, so okay, that's a good start. Dowdle rush attempts. Another one to the ledger. Stroud under rushing yards. Interesting. Tracy rush attempts over. It's already low on the EV here. All right. Olave over 5.5 receptions. He gets peppered with targets. 102 at Bookmaker, though. So I don't love. Singletary rush yards, backup RB action does get a lot of burn, or a good amount of burn, I should say. Let's look at some first tutties. Let's find some fun stuff here. Vikings Giants. Let's go back to our boy here. Check out Chase Brown rushers times DK. All right, let's do that quickly. Let's do that quickly. Chase Brown. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Rush attempts. We got a player prop. Rush attempts. Chase Brown. Minus 106 at 12.5. So better price at Novig, plus 111 here. It is a little bit good to Penny, but like this Novig is the best price there. So I wouldn't bet this Chase Brown at DK at 12.5, at 13.5, 139. That's the best there. 15.5 is 305. So you would have to go a little bit of an alt, but at a base number, you're definitely better off taking some of this liquidity from Novig if that's where you want to go with for that prop. And I'll even double check. Yeah, on the straight rushing attempts, there just really isn't any EV there at DK, unfortunately. So I personally would not bet that for the EV. If you think it's a Chase Brown day, though, in terms of rushing, the alt at 13.5 looks pretty solid. If you want to even go up to 15.5, 305 looks pretty good there as well. But let's go back. Actually, we haven't even bet a first touchdown here. We could look at first touchdowns for this one. And Chase Brown's definitely on the radar. 7-1. Okay, so he's decent price. What's Jamar? 550 shot. No T, I'm assuming, right? Is T playing with a concussion? I haven't checked any news. It looks like, I mean, they're pricing him. If Circus pricing him, that's interesting. Miami, it's HN, of course, going to be Chalk City. Waddle. This would be for me a Bengal or Buster on a first touchdown, though. I'm not going to lie. Even though like you could try to find some value though with viewers playing. Chargers, Cowboys. We have CD already. Vikings, Giants. I want to go back here. I'll look at some first tutties. Addison. No. Jefferson, we looked at already a bit. 7-1. What's Hawkinson? 15-1. All right, let's do some FTNing quickly. I want to see what the Vikings have looked like the last couple of weeks in their wins, where the targets are really going. I know obviously Jettis has been getting shut out. I know that it's been a big grounded game attack, but we'll go see the last couple of weeks for the Vikings and see what their red zone and target output have been looking like. All in all, I'm very curious for our Vikings first touchdown. Obviously, the Joneses of the world look good, but Hawkinson targets 15, week 14. Let's go FTN. Get us our numbers. Okay, Addison leading targets. Jefferson 12 targets, but 3 freaking receptions. It's so sad, man, because he's so damn good. And just not being able to get it. I mean, just looking at the Hawkinson price on Pick the Odds, it's not like we're seeing a good value there. I guess 13 was a buy. Let's get this 3-game sample going. All right, end zone targets. They are kind of trying to force feed Jettas, but he hasn't worked out. Hawkinson Naylor has also been pretty good for them. And let's go to the rushing game and see again what it's looked like. I'm assuming a split here. No, Mason in the red zone dominating, and on the goal line dominating with even JJ McCarthy getting more love. So I'm kind of out on the Aaron Jones. I know we have him in the lay because maybe this is the week where things come back around for him. I know he was a bit banged up too. But what's Jalen Naylor? 16-1. It's not like there's really great value there. I could definitely see Jefferson finally scoring, but we're not getting him priced at a spot where it's still worth it, even with like the nonsense. It all comes down to price still, and it hasn't still anytime. It's still just not in a good enough spot. 145, 155. So we're not going to find any real like value there per se. Bet the first. Aaron Jones is 11-1. So that actually looks really good to Circa though. But let's go back to Mason. 11 to okay. So Aaron Jones is the bet from a pricing standpoint. And go back to Tyrone Tracy, 9-1. I'm actually going to bet the Aaron Jones based on the price. This is just a price rules everything bet, which they rule everything always, but sometimes we, do a little bit of a ball knowledge there. But for this one here, I mean, who says no to this CD and AJ double? But I'm betting this Aaron Jones first study right now. TD score props first Aaron Jones 11-1. All right. Very nice. Aaron Jones it is. Wow. FanDuel even just dropped here as well. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Right here. Okay. We'll see how it, still moves a lot of time here, but there we go. Aaron Jones. That's the final verdict here on this Giants game. We have the CD. Are we going to get a price on Olave? I doubt it, but are we going to get a price on Olave? A bettable price, of course. Yeah, no. I will also call out, I did get a nice price on Tyler Shough anytime. I'll confirm exactly what it was, but just look at his market here quickly. He is at plus 300, plus 290. I think I got plus 400. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I got 400 at MGM. So not bettable at this point. So hopefully I get some Shough. Maybe if you guys have a boost, it's worth it. But this 4-1 that was there for, almost 12 hours or almost 24 hours, excuse me. Glad I got in there. But first touchdowns for that game now. Dolphins Bengals we looked at a bit. Not a ton of games. I mean, Buccaneers Panthers. Haven't talked about this a lot besides the Coker under. And we have that Dowdle rush attempt. So we have some good stuff going. But let's see what a first is. What are we going to get Ted at here? Ted at 10-1. Ted at 10-1 here. Nothing at Circa. Circa is also at 10-1. I'm looking at another screen. So that's not gonna cut it, unfortunately. But I do like some Tet. Like Bukasine, a little bit of a loss. What's Mike Evans? 850. Not horrible, but not ideal for the first TD. Same price as Circa, 9-1 actually. Best. I mean, Play Now Sports Best. Not sure where that is available. All right. And some of the later games. So Steelers Lions. I actually might SGP this game. I think that there's a lot to like, but I do like a couple of anytimes like off the dome. Have not looked at prices yet outside of Gibbs. So like I'm not sure. And we saw the Monra have a bit of EV. So do a little bit of discovery here. But I love JMO today. But what's his touchdown looking like? 160. So we're not going to be finding any great like value there from the touchdown, but whatever his receiving yards price stack, because I could definitely be interested in all things from JMO receiving yards. Jawar Jordan anytime. I'll take a look at that. The Texan. So JMO from a price here is not going to be great to Circa because they're 67.5. They're giving JMO a lot of respect as well. And I want to check DK quickly while we're here, because I definitely want to SGP this game, I think, for fun. We have an SGP boost, if I'm not mistaken. But let me pull up Jawar Jordan. Texans, hoping there's a blowout. We saw that Woody price go up a bit, and I don't know why. Let's check that Woody quickly first, because just out of curiosity, that was 135. Let's see if it moved. Actually reopened even higher at Novig, so glad we didn't play that. And this Jordan kid, Jamar Jordan, 260 at FanDuel, 320 at 365. So that's nice. And 295 at Rivers, 305 at Fanatics. So definitely some places to bet that if that's intriguing. But let me confirm what boosts we have one more time. You used the 30% touchdown boost, a live TD boost, so we'll deal with that. SGP boost for tonight, so that's annoying there. On DK, on FanDuel, what else do we have? 2 rewards available, a soccer parlay. Anyone wants to feed me, please do. And then an NBA lay. Again, can definitely look at some NBA if we want to take a quick look at some of that stuff, but that's not on the top of my priority list right now to use the NBA or NFL or soccer boost. Stover up to 1050, Star 250, Jaden Higgins. You know we love some Jaden Higgins on this YouTube channel because he's been our boy. Hit us a couple of bets here. Rivers, man, 390. That looks nice. I'm just limited to nothing at Rivers. Bucky 165 already in some capacity. This Collins just keeps shooting up at Rivers. Dart I'm not interested in. McBride. Okay, so not seeing anything too new there. Not seeing anything too new. Lockett, it's been there. Rivers has been there too. McCaffrey over receiving yards. That's for Monday. All right, we couldn't lock it in. McMillan under 1.5. 140. Okay. This is good. I'm betting this. I'm betting this. This McMillan under 140. Can't parlay our Gattle rushing attempts in this McMillan under. Not that we're really trying to. Oh my God, my other laptop's Wi-Fi went out, so I take a look. Check out Plus EV Dingers is open for free today in every sport available. So I'm glad you're calling out EV Dingers. I've been speaking to the head, and I'm definitely going to get them reviewed on BetSmart on the website. There's also a YouTube video. I'm definitely going to get them going. So love calling that out. I know the founder. Him and I have known each other for a long time. And I know what he was doing all this past spring with his EV. I know that he went live pretty recently. I guess probably a couple weeks ago, actually probably a couple months ago with the paywall. But I am waiting to get with him at the beginning of next year to get it fully reviewed on the site and fully up and running, so we can start using it a bit more. Great guy, great product. From what I've seen, especially from what he did free, I can only imagine how good it's gotten. Now with the paywall, glad that you're finding some value in it too. So that's already good to know. All right, I need to get this McMillan in. Find my computer was bugging, my alt computer, but now I see it. Where's receptions, man? Where's receptions made? Who are we looking for? Jalen McMillan under 140. I moved to 150, bro, because my computer was lagging. I missed that. Hopefully you guys got in because I was talking about that whole time. But because my computer freaking lagged, I didn't get in. That's so annoying. Hey, check it out. The EV Dinger Sharp Plan had much time to familiarize myself with it. So again, just full transparency. I haven't played with the new product at all, with the paywall product, but I did obviously track his work for a bit because he's my friend. And I'm very curious what it looks like now. So I can't say for sure that it's like great, it's not great, whatever. I would assume it would be great, but that's straight an assumption. But I'll definitely be something that's top of my priority list to review and do some content on to kick off 2026. And if there's any other tools, boys, this is a great time to actually call out 2 things. 1, the like button on YouTube. 2, any tools you see that you think could be good or better, you have no idea, and you want to know, like, let me know, please, because I can reach out and get to it. It's free today, so I can check out after stream. This is PTO stream, so I'm gonna keep it to PTO and just FTN for just some additional context here, but keeping it to PTO. With that being said, I can check out after stream, but for live content, it's a PTO stream, boys. Today, tomorrow. I mean, it's not gonna be free tomorrow, but okay, I can talk to it. I know Smart Stake. I have to get back to Smart Stake. I'm writing them down because I talked to them like when they were still free, and like we just had so many moving parts that they like they're ready to get a review up and everything. It just like when they were free, it just fell down the priority list. Then football started. I never got back to them to like confirm anything. So I got to do that. That's on me. I have it written down at the to-do list already. So Smart Stake EV dingers are good. I gotta start playing around a bit with Smart Stake. I'm very intrigued. And with NBA coming up, so I just will call out for everybody here. So like I've been streaming with PTO and Outlier for the last couple of months. Gonna keep streaming some PTO, but I'm gonna mix up some of my streams moving forward. So we'll still definitely be having 2 to 3 PTO streams a week, but I'm gonna have some streams where we can just be testing out some tools and mixing it up coming in the new year. So definitely gonna be a little bit more variety though, sticking with PTO also for a little while longer for, you know, appreciate the hell out of PTO. This I love PTO. It's amazing. Their team's amazing. They drop some great features. Josh Allen, you passing TDs. Expecting a ground game, I'm assuming. I mean, obviously massive favorites. I'm surprised that that's good, but like I'm pulling it up quickly. I'm so mad I missed that McMillan because that moved so quickly. It didn't even move that quickly. I had mad time. My laptop was just bugging out. 110, 130, 145. Yep. Great call out. This is bettable. My laptop is back on track. And I guess I'd rather my alt laptop miss out on getting like $7 down on on MGM versus not being able to stream. This is the more important, and I hope you guys got in that on that McMillan. But this Allen here, I'm getting in. See if I miss another one. Shouldn't because it's working. No. Okay. Get on that out. I missed it, bro. I missed it. I was literally clicking something. I was literally clicking the money about his head. I missed it. Love learning something every stream. Thank, bro. Appreciate you, bro, for showing up. And also share the stream with your friends. I mean, whoever's like we're trying to, grow this this network here. And if it's been helping you, I'm sure it could help other people. So every time you like the video on YouTube, repost, send it to your boy, whatever it may be. Appreciate that, bro. I just missed them both. And I wasn't even yapping my face off a little bit, but that is all in the game. McMillan, I don't blame myself for, though I could have just logged in my phone quickly. But like, I'm shaming the laptop, man. Oh my God, I'm annoyed. Those are two really good prices that unfortunately I'm not betting. This has been showing alternate line 2.5 for Dawson Knox. I mean, that is showing some good EV. Obviously a plus 233. I'm less expecting this to hit. Oh, we got some hockey. Sabres money line DK. I'm betting this Knox. I'm gonna drop my bet size on this Knox to just a half unit. Receiving props, receptions, Knox. 3 plus 233. Going half U on there, but I'm in on this Knox, and I'll pull up the Sabres. I'll bet it. I'm down. Okay, I'm betting this too. Foss, this one is I think Foss, you get the college football, college basketball play last week, I think too. That one also hit. If that was that North Texas, if I'm not mistaken, I tailed. Don't think I didn't tail because I absolutely tailed. I just tailed that Sabres money line too. So we're building some great rapport here together, Foss. If it wasn't you, then take the credit anyway. Or for whoever did get that out in chat, then please. Place the penny profit, no big but not to circa. I mean, I bet it's so. Hopefully we see some good line movement. I do want to be clear too. Like, I just love talking football, and I know that's kind of like what the market wants to a degree. Hence why I'm like so in on like all the football content. It's like more fun for me, but like definitely we'll start doing some more overall like just EV betting streams where like it doesn't matter as long as our filters are on point, right? Like we can just sit here, shoot the shit, and bet every sport anytime. Football also obviously has that content and fun factor mixed in, and I just love the NFL. And yeah, that's my boy. That's Boston, North Texas, man. I'm in. I took that. Ewers under 180.5. So I already bet Ewers And this Novik has to be glitched because it's minus 1076. So I don't really think this is 10.1% EV. I got in at Ewers underpassing at 192.5 at MGM on Friday. So I'm not doubling down on anything, but I did get a good number on the Ewers under. See if it's at 177.5 now. I feel great about that number. Unfortunately, was not streaming, just like was betting. But I did get in on some Ewers under. So just calling it out. All right. Nothing really popping here. Hampton rush attempts. I don't know with this Hampton, honestly, because I was expecting him to like be nursed back in a little bit slower, but it doesn't seem like that had been the case. And I think we could see a shootout, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Knox at 470, Profit X still looks good. Shakir at 320, Stover is up to 1300, so that plus 950 earlier wasn't too great. I mean, Fanatics is just showing all these EV plays. Brees Hall, 145. I mean, we can cook another TD life for fun. This Hunt is popping back up. We ignored some Hunt before because of like a little bit like a thesis, not necessarily for. But like just Drake May 425. Circus at 4-1 though, hence why it's only a 1% EV there. Devin Singletary's popping. All right. Anyone have any game lines that they bet today? Whether it be like even if it's gut feel, I'm just curious what the boys are thinking. If there's any like even spread money line, like even if it's like not like a sharp play, but like somebody you're like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, X team's winning. Just curious where the boys' heads at. I think all tolls on NHL it's been solid. Same odds as first tutties. Now back to football. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know, AEC. Very interesting, honestly. I haven't again because NHL, like to me, in terms of like sports hierarchy, is like toward the bottom. I don't like pay it any mind. But with that being said, I know when I'm EV betting. I don't care what I'm betting on. Like telling me the DVIGs are right and the value is there, and the sharp books are X, Y, and Z, and we're DVIGing from them, and there's value. I will bet the hell out of NHL. And I'm glad that you're getting some good like plus 800s, plus 10, plus 1000s, and so on and so forth. Could it be a Titans first touchdown here? I know them scoring still, even with the injuries to the Chiefs, is probably hard, but can it be like what's like an Alec Io Manor? What's even a Cam Ward? See, a Cam Ward's honestly kind of intriguing. Boss, what are you doing, bro? How dare you? How dare you give out a negative CLV play on this stream? What the hell, bro? Who do you think you are? What are you gonna do? Isle Manor. Ooh, Isle Manor looks good, man. I like this. I don't even want. I like. I'm pulling up this MGM quickly. I'm gonna bet this Isle Manor. I know that they built a little bit of rapport here, Mr. Ward and Isle Manor, and those are my two losers right there that I missed out on, like a loser. Pull. I didn't have my right screen. What was I looking for here? Tennessee. That's Tampa Bay. I can't click. Tennessee. 8 hours puck chop. All right, but we have time for the CLV. I'm not stressed. We're getting that CLV no matter what. Wow, Tampa Bay still. So what happens when you click buttons too quickly? Tennessee. This is rushing. Go to receiving. I mean, I will actually check out like Pollard and Spears, but with that being said, the targets for Isle Manor, have really dropped. Okay, that's why it's this high. I know they had that report earlier in the year, but with Van Jefferson, Tajay being back, out of the backfield, of course, is getting a bunch of love. Gunnar Helm has also been playing really well. So I actually don't know how much I love this Isle Manor. With that being said, pricing wise, it still looks good, but we'll dive in a little bit deeper here quickly. Like, what is Gunnar? I mean, a guy that's got the second most targets the last couple of weeks, and if we're talking about end zone targets, I mean, not that there's a ton to go around in it is Helm, and it's been Chimere, DK, and tight ends have been feasting against it. Against the Chiefs, their play action defense has been horrific. Bro, 4 cents of negative CLV, bro. Are we joking here? what's it called? I'm betting this. I'm betting this Helm. If it's Io Manor, I'll take the L. I'm betting this Gunnar Helm. Tight ends have been feasting against the Chiefs. I know it's ugly. 3.5 still. Gunnar Helm with the target share he's been commanding as of late. $25-1. Yeah, I'm in. Gunnar Helm. Let's freaking go, Gunnar. Let's get a Titans first tutty. Oh, low total, obviously. Obviously, a tough matchup. I mean, the injuries and whatnot, everything's lining up there. But that Gunnar, man, look at the market here: 18-1 circa, 21 at Novig. What is Okonkwo? I had high hopes for Okonkwo. That being said, I don't know necessarily why. And high hopes. I mean, 17. Okonkwo. All right, so this might be a rare air situation right here, where I'm betting both. I'm betting Okonkwo and Gunnar Helm. I'm not going for the both. So AC, if you're still here, at 28-1 and 25-1, give me both. If this was like 10-1 and 10-1, I'd rather, take my stand. But at 28-1 and 25-1, I'm willing to, go out on the limb here. Yes, we are talking about the Titans. Yes, we are talking about running backs, but play action game, I'm betting both. I bet both. I just got them the chig. Obviously, tracking both. Okay. So we are doubling up on some Titans. I do want to check what Spears is. Not that I'm tripling down any Titans first TDs here. So there's 14-1 at the score. I gotta get ESPN off of here though, because it doesn't pull up anymore because it's not ESPN anymore. Gotta get the going. Appreciate you, brother. But yes, I'm in on Chicken and Gunner. Yeah, that's the thought process there. 2 long shots like that, I'm in. Obviously, neither of them can score, but that's a bridge we'll cross, and wouldn't lose sleep over it. All right, let's go back to the EV screen. Let's see. I mean, we got not a ton of time, as we know. Same drill. Also, just less impactful, important games here by every means necessary. That Helm showing up as an under at 365, though, is a bit annoying, but we don't need 3 catches to score a tutty. But there's the Chiefs are so bad against tight ends, and it's like this undisciplined play action. And the Titans have been running the ball well recently. Though it was against the Niners, very poor run defense overall, but they had such a great success rate on design runs there. They could get that going and then pull a play action to one of our boys, one of our big body tees in the back of the end zone there. I mean, we can also bet this. I mean, market average of 111, 130. This is a good bet, honestly. With that being said, I mean, this is EV. So like I feel like we have to bet this. Like I don't want to because we just put a nice stake into Helm, but at the same time, EV is EV. So what am I gonna do? Not practice what I preach here. This is a good bet. This is a good bet. Gunnar Helm player. It doesn't mean he can't score a first touchdown and only needs one catch. It just doesn't need a catch even. He could pick up a fumble, run it in, get a rushing attempt. Obviously, both beyond unlikely. Don't actually think it's going to happen, but anything to justify, having him to do a good thing in one play and a bad thing in another. But that's what price does for you. I mean, who's SGPing the first touchdown with the under receiving yards? Definitely not me. That being said, just for shits and gigs, so curious what we'd see from a price perspective. I'm obviously not betting it. But I love the signs here to mess around. That's rec yards, receptions. Sheesh, 80 to 1. 80 to 1 on the reverse core there, but nah, I'm not betting that. If anyone does bet that, you know who was the scientist who was willing to put that together there. But no, thank you. All right. So let me read through what we got. It's been a minute. I got some new guys in stream. First of all, welcome. Second of all, hit that like button. But here's everything that we bet on stream today. And then I'll read out everything that I bet prior. So we bet Gunnar Helm under 2.5 receptions, Okonkwo first touchdown, Helm first touchdown, Dawson Knox 3+ receptions, Aaron Jones first touchdown, Rico Dowdle under rushing attempts. We have 2 touchdown parlays. This one's on DraftKings, Tyron Tracy, Trace Brown, James Cook. This one's on FanDuel, Bucky Irving, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams. We also bet Khalil Shakir under 3.5 catches, CeeDee Lamb first touchdown. That's everything we bet on stream. Pre-stream, so these numbers are probably have moved wildly, but we can keep double checking. I have London over receiving yards, Bowers over receiving yards. I'll read the number too. 66.5 for London, 48.5 for Bowers. Tajay Spears over 15.5 rushing yards. Tyler Shook anytime TD plus 400. Evan Hull over 22.5 rushing yards minus 110. Addison under 44.5 receiving yards. Coker under 3.5 receptions. A.D. Mitchell anytime touchdown. ETN under 16.5 rush attempts. McCarthy under 20.5 pass attempts. RJ Harvey under 54.5 rush yards. Herbert over 233.5 passing yards. And I put together a lay on MGM. All 4 of these I bet straight. Kenny G under 34.5 rush yards. Stroud over 19.5 completions. Ewers under 192.5 pass yards. Tyrone Tracy over 16.5 rush yards. And the last bet I took so far for today is McCarthy under 17.5 rush yards. So that's everything that I bet so far on today's slate. We're going for more. Don't get me wrong. Some of those numbers definitely moved because I bet them Friday, but gotta bet. Gotta get some bets in. Spears, the 360 here again. Fanatics just dominating the touchdowns. I gotta get situated with there because they're just showing up EV wise, and gotta take advantage for the rest of the season. London under, some bet openly under showing. I love that there's going to be some value on unders there. Drake May is only 0.6%, so I'm going to pass on that Drake May. Let's go back. Wrong filter. Props and see what we got here. Let's see what we got. We'll definitely bet some more first tutties, but I'd love to get some more straights in for stream. But we missed out on 2 beauties, McMillan and freaking Josh Allen. I missed them. It's too slow to the draw. Daniel Bellinger, 1150. Is this like I think this is bettable. I'm not going to lie here. It definitely is bettable. I'm betting this. Let's just confirm. I'm going quick because I don't want anything moving. That Helm also moved. I just saw that. We'll see it move. So we got a good price there on Helm at 130. Got to 125, but we're big game hunting because we're betting a straight anytime tutty at plus 1150. I'm betting that. That's good value. Doesn't even need to be the first touchdown we're getting. Plus 1150. All right. Daniel Bellinger. That's a big one. That's pretty good EV. What was that again? 6.1%. Looking at the market, obviously beyond long shot. If you have iBet, not familiar with them, but if you have iBet, best price there for Bellinger. That's bet. That is a bet, quite literally. Dowdle we're in on, didn't move, which is annoying. Palmer under 1.5 here, 140. Yeah, I'm betting this. I'm not missing this. I'm not missing this. Come on. Receptions made. Under Joshua Palmer, 140. In. All right, I got in. This is there. It's 140. Staring at it. Bet it. Look at the market. Enough said here. 4.9% EV. That's a good one. Joshua Palmer, Shakir under, and Palmer under. Both plus money though, so we'll take. Obviously, we want both. We'll take two. We'll take a 2 for 2 there and some plus chicken. Obviously, we know how the Bills operate with that spread offense. And we have the Knox over, so hopefully we're go 3 for 3 there. The Knox alternate over, and the the unders on the guys we played under and the guy we played over goes over. That would be that's what we're looking for here. Michael Mayer over 2.5 alternate. I saw 1.5 have some EV before. Another backup tight end here. I mean, this is just good. With that being said, I'm going to quickly check and see if his baseline is still good. This is the move here. I'm betting this too. Another 0.5er. Not putting a whole U on this. This is the 0.5er. I'm betting this as well. Backup tight end central, Bellinger, Okonkwo, Gunnar Helm. Who even knows who the real tight end one is on the Titans. That being said, Michael Mayer 3 receptions. I do have some Bowers over, like I mentioned, but this is just straight price. Like receptions, Michael Mayer 3 plus 225. I'm in half a unit. Okay, so there we go. Just like that, we're finding some stuff worth playing. Patience is the virtue. Michael Mayer. All right, got Michael Mayer and Dawson Knox. So, I mean, again, is Knox really? I mean, a backup TE, because like I know Kincaid is the TE, but like he does play a lot of slot. He is a little bit more of like a receiver-esque kind of guy, though he has the TE designation. All right. Let's go first touchdowns here, and let's look at it the whole market. Now we'll get rid of games that we already have bet first touchdowns in. Definitely not forcing any first touchdowns because never that. Now Bills Browns is always going to be interesting because one, the Browns with what they do is going to be always crazy, but two, the Bills, like yes, obviously Josh and Cook are dominating their scoring, but when it comes to receivers, I do move it around a bit. Isaiah Bond, Jackson Hawes, James Cook. I mean, 450. No, thank you. Josh, 550, best price there. Keon, I mean, it's even suiting up. Shakir at 13-1. This might be very similar to like the Helm. We have the under because it was good EV, but like this is good. And like Shakir with the short yard stuff, I don't know if there's going to be crazy wins in Cleveland. I don't think I've seen any reports, but this is just so good to Circa and to Novik and to Kalshi, where this just fits the bill, man. So again, a little bit of contradictions on some stuff here, but with that being said, we could go full reverse Coro, Helm under receptions and first touchdown parlay with Shakir under receptions and first touchdown. I'm definitely going to price that out right after this because I'm so curious, but I'm betting the Shakir. I mean, just looking at the market, man, that's obviously our source of truth. And this is exactly what we've been doing all season long and have hit a great number of some first HUDs. So I'm in on Shakir. And science experiment now. Am I putting $1 on this ridiculous play? Receptions over under. The answer is no. I mean, obviously, because we had plus 120 or whatever it was, and this is minus 103. That's only 35-1. And then we go to KC, Tennessee, and we're going to do the squarest thing ever, though I'm not betting it, but it's just hilarious because we are on some reverses here. Gunner. Did that Chig move? That was 28-1, right? Chig was 28. Okay, so that even moved. Gunner also was 25, so that moved too. So, boys, that's half the battle there. Cam Ward, 120 MGM, underpass attempts, Divigno, Penny. I'll check that out in 1 second. I just have to satisfy this dumb itch of mine to see what the parlay odds of this reverse correlation first touchdown monstrosity would be. This even moved to 2.5. We had 3.5, right? No, it was 2.5. Boys, can I interest you in a plus 29, 299,600. All right, let's get back to the real stuff here. Olave. We looked at Olave briefly, if I'm not mistaken. 750, like it's pretty good. It is pretty good. 685. Kalshi, I would like a little bit more bang for the buck, but like this is definitely bettable if you want to bet some Olave. I am absolutely not deterring you for betting some Olave. Cam Ward under pass attempts. Pass attempts, Cam Ward. Okay. Penny at 32.5, 169. This moved to 130. So if this is what you were looking at, if it was at 120, then seems to be a little late to the party. The lag boy, sorry. Even though it's 32.5 here at 169, this even money actually is good here at AC. So I'm guessing this moved. This was the 120 we're looking at. Yeah. That being said, I think you can go the one attempt lower. I'm not even thinking, like you definitely can go the one attempt lower, even money 31.5. That does look like a good bet right there. That does look like a good one. Oh, excuse me. All right, back to the EV screen. When in doubt, go to the EV screen and wait and see. It moved. Okay. But that even money though, I think is still worth it. The 1 yard for the 30 cents of juice that you're not paying. I mean, the one attempt, obviously that can be the difference of winning and losing, but also from the money saved. I actually do think that even money is better. So if that even's still there, which was 10 seconds ago, we know how quickly things move, that could be it. But oh my god, so many MGMs. Shakir over receiving yards at ESPN, which is obviously not ESPN anymore. This helm hasn't moved. Michael Mayer hasn't moved either. Got in on this too. 225. Then we got higher. No, it's 225. Okay. I mean, honestly, we can get some TDs going for fun if it's worth it. I mean, not like we're short of it, not like we're light on action. Aaron Jones, we already have him in the lay, though this Fanatics is still just crazy on pricing. RJ Harvey, 105. Again, only good at Fanatics, which is annoying. Breece Hall again, 150. I mean, this 135 at FanDuel isn't too shabby. Though we're not going to get any boosts. We're out of boosts to like make it good, which is defeating the purpose. We can just like chase for a little bit of fun here, but that's just not necessarily the move because you already have 2 freaking parlay touchdown boosts. Let's see, odd screen. Let me go to. I'm just gonna check another screen quickly to see if anything has been moving. ESPN bet, there seems like the Saints Jets under looks pretty good. But it's ESPN, which obviously doesn't exist anymore. So whatever it's called, the score seems to be a bit solid there. Total points. Jets Saints, let's see here at 40.5. This looks good, but I think I don't know, like again, because they're not the ESPN bet anymore. Obviously, this is popping up. I gotta get them out of my view and get the score in there. So I think limits haven't been erased. I don't think they would be. They fully took it away. I thought you saw that you had sometimes it let you, sometimes it didn't. It was kind of like a case by case. But that's so annoying that they took away the RR. Because there are really some great ways to find some value with the RRs. Jets Saints, I mean, that ESPN is still very good at 40.5. I'm just annoyed. Not annoyed, but I thought I had the score up on here, but I'm not seeing it. Let's go to the settings quickly. I thought I had the score. That was MGM. Okay, gotcha. I have the score. Let's move it on up a bit, I guess. Because at least I could probably bet there. Fanatics, let's move it up too. Okay. Because I have the order set in stone, but maybe okay, that should be good now. Then maybe I have it, like, set so oh, go ahead and turn them on here. Duh. Simple fix. There we go. Now we should be able to see some of the score stuff and see how it has because the ESPN is long gone. This is long overdue. Don't know what I was sleeping on. And then back to 40.5. So I'm assuming it would be the same exact price because it is what it is. It is the same exact price, but there's no deep linking for the score. And while I'm here, I should absolutely do this and get rid of ESPN Bet because they don't exist. There we go. Easy fix. Don't know what I was waiting for. Don't know what I was waiting for. All right. We have first touchdowns in all the 1 p.m.s. We don't have one for the fours yet. So that's the obvious next steps here. I know we talked about some Hunt earlier. I'm kind of interested in fading Kareem Hunt. I'm not gonna lie. Um, also, let's do this quickly here. I like Keenan Allen. Let's take a look at some Keenan Allen stuff. Player props. We have the CD. I could actually honestly be down to bet a Charger also in this game, and Keenan comes to mind here. But let's go to rec yards. Let's see what the market's sitting at for him. So MGM's at 32.5. Rest of the market's at 36.5, 37.5. Keenan is still getting peppered in targets. This is definitely bettable, and I'm locking this in. This Keenan Allen. I'm locking this in. I think again, this game does have, in my opinion, shootout potential. I mean, the total's 50.5, so that's not a hot take, but I'm betting this Keenan over receptions here. Receiving yards, excuse me, 32.5. Looking at the rest of the market, that's definitely good. Here they have receiving yards over under. Like I hate how these interfaces are. Hate's a strong word. I gotta get that out of the vocabulary, but it's so annoying. And the lack of loading speed is even more annoying. Like, come on, man. If I miss this, I'm gonna be tight. 32.5 right there. Okay. Keenan Allen. Very, very nice. That's good. And also, let's check some first touchdowns here because I think there definitely could be some opportunities. We have Lamb, but this already looks good, Keenan. Gadsden also looks good. They're going to tell me everything looks good, then it's going to be hard to make a decision. QJ looks fantastic, 19-1 to 11-1. That's so far off market. I really don't know what's going on there. And of course, Lad. So Lad is like the chalk to Circa, but still good to DK here. Also good to Kalshi Novik Profit. So this is kind of like a pick your poison here. Let's look at some LAC recency usage here. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at the LAC. Where are they? LAC. What has it really been like lately? Last 3 games. So we had Lambert Smith, who's played a little bit. We have Trevor Penning getting a target. So targets have been still Keenan underneath. We love that. Trey Harris getting mixed in. QJ not getting the target, so it gets to cross him out. Obviously Vidal has still been playing really well. Gadsden with 11. This is like on only the last 3 weeks. And end zone targets, though. It's been a running game, man. Keenan and Lad are mixed. So Lad 11-1. And the not like the Cowboys, like outsider slot receivers, 13-1. So it really is the difference between them. I want to check out full season just out of curiosity and see if there is any trends that we've looked at the Chargers all year long. We've seen that it has been a mixed bag here, and it is the Keenan and Ladd show. QJ still 8 end zone targets. But of course, when it comes to the Chargers, they're still got to deal with Omarion Hampton running it in, who I'm sure is chalk. Nowhere near as chalky as I would have expected. What's our best boy Trey Harris at these days? 30-1. Now we have this is going to be one of the straight up toss-ups between Keenan and Ladd, in my opinion. Like, obviously, I mean, Gadsden too. Let's go back. What was the end zone targets for Gadsden? He's at 6. He's only played, well, he's played 12 games. Obviously, we know it's gotten an uptick as of late. Lambert Smith seeing some burn. Trey Harris, our boy, that one tutty. That's what we had there in that Vikings game, I think it was. Whatever it was, we cashed out with the jackpot. There's nothing here that I'm going to look at that's really going to tell me the difference between who to go for. We're going straight pricing here. I mean, again, Keenan 13-1, Gadsden 13-1 to 10-1, Keenan 13-1 to 11-1, and then Ladd again is priced as the chalk, 11-9, 10-1. So I'm going to rule out Ladd. We're going to go for Gadsden 13-1, 18-1 here at Sports Zeno, 850 profit. Score also at 13. Allen 11-13. I'm going Gadsden. We have Lamb too, so we do have one on each side. If we lose both, that would be less than ideal. I mean, we can also put together this ridiculous not hitting lay. Get these out of my slip. If that ends up hitting, though, I will die of laughter. Gadsden. TD scores, first TD score, Arande Gadsden. That's definitely not even how you pronounce anything of his first or last name, but not in the business of pronunciation here to get a 13-1. So I'm in. Bit the bullet and took Kareem Hunt first TD. 16-1. 1 second here. Get this in tracker. 0.1. Bit the bullet and took Kareem Hunt first TD. So, yeah, my theory is just simply a theory on like what the Chiefs could do. Cedric Tillman, 66-1 MGM. You never know, bro. I'm interested in Cedric Tillman. I love Cedric Tillman. Love is a strong word too, but I like Cedric Tillman. Big body. We'll see. I mean, we all know the problem with Shedeur is the sacks and the pocket presence and the lack thereof. See, this is the good bet, Faust. Going back to you quickly. I mean, like, listen, like, I went with the 2 Titans instead of a Chief. I'll probably regret that because it's still the Kansas City Chiefs, even without Mahomes. And yes, it hasn't been that kind of season for them, but, you know, shouldn't really be. This would be a massive discount on the Chiefs is all I have to say. And I think we all understand why. Like, we're getting them at 3.5 points, even without Mahomes and some of the other injuries they have over the freaking Titans. Like, this could be the biggest discount you get. That moved to 9 to that moved from 850. Yep. I just saw that. I wasn't going to tail, so I'm not mad about it. Just no beef on the not tailing just because I already have, 0.2 units deployed on first Titans in this game. But do want to give kudos though, because that's absolutely at 950 was a great bet. And Tillman, I'm guessing you're talking first. So I saw it's anytime at like 10-1, but Tillman, I'm definitely intrigued by. I doubt Circle will be pricing him. See, I have no beefs with betting them. I'll take it with you. This Tillman 66-1. Don't mind if I do. That Keenan moved to minus 135, by the way, so we definitely got some good value there. I'll take this Tillman with you. And I'm annoyed that we have 2 games with overlapping, so we're going to go find some other non-overlappings here. But I'm betting this Tillman in solidarity with Puddin. It's a good bet, and it's 66-1. So, and it's also the second chance promo. So if he does happen to score the second, no harm, no foul. But Tillman, I think, is getting a bit disrespected. Obviously, Fannon's a dog. Judkins favored Judy. Brown special teams at MG was 25-1. Even Shedeur at 35, I kind of don't hate. With that being said, this is just going to be not bettable. So I bet the Tillman just to confirm I'm in. But I will say that like gun to head, I kind of let me just do it. Let me just put it together. I have just like a dumb feeling about a Shedeur and a Cam Ward anytime. I know it hit not that long ago, but like Shedeur wanting to maybe make a statement here against the Bills, and Cam Ward also. And look at MGF. I mean, do your best. I mean, it's some things are inevitable, especially with some of the stuff we've been getting. So, like, definitely try to make sure you're deploying like good amounts of money for it. But some things are just inevitable. 74-1 for a Ward and Sanders lay. I mean, this is only DK. Obviously, I didn't shop this, but if this hits, I'll keep it in the back burner. We got like another 30 minutes of stream, so we'll see how we go from there. But like that's my gut feeling lay of the day, which doesn't mean anything / not betting. Back to the U screen when in doubt. Back to the EV screen when in doubt. P. Ryan, Michael Mayer, 245. Rashard Smith. So I said this earlier, and I'm betting this right now. I said this earlier where like I somehow see a world where the Chiefs, like, I'm not saying they take their foot off the gas pedal or like don't try to win a football game. No longer available. Like the 10-1, I just missed it. Oh, I was trying to get in. Even at 10, I don't hate it, but there's no EV, so I do hate it. That one I'm not even blaming myself for lack of speed there. Like that was just straight up like I didn't even have a chance to get there. But that's annoying. Payne Durham, 100-1. Let's look at it. 100-1. So no books I like to deviate from, but we're still talking about 100-1. I mean, anyone gives you 100-1 on anything, I feel like the answer is almost always like, fuck yeah. I mean, Surge's at 850. 8,500, of course. I'll take that with you, Faust, honestly, at this point. Just because it's week 16. It's 100-1. Football's obviously, dwindling as we know it. We don't have anything in that game yet, either from a first. I'll take it. I'm in. TD score, props, first. Payne Durham, 100-1. I'm in. Cedric Tubman, Payne Durham, those are deep down the boards, and I'm mad that we missed that Rashard. I mean, I still kind of want to bet it at 10-1, though. That like defeats all the purposes because it's not EV anymore. But that was my thesis coming to life, and if Rashard Smith does score, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed. P. Ryan under 36.5. NHL McKinnon anytime goal. 100-1. I thought he was a dog. I don't know much about him, so I thought McKinnon was a stud. So 100-1. Unless I'm not thinking about the same guy. If you meant even money, if you meant plus 105 there, looks good at MGM if you meant even money. But I can't give any thoughts, comments, or concerns either way on a hockey player. I unfortunately have no general thoughts, but that plus 105 at MGM looks good. He's a stud. Good to know. Am I tailing? Because I'll load up MGM right now and tail. I don't think I've ever clicked the NHL tab on any sports book ever. But in this case, John Mechie, MGM, 22-1. What do we have in that game? We have no first tutties in that game. But hold on, I'm betting on this McKinnon. What team is he on again? I just had him locked up. What team is he on? Put it in because I'll tell that if I didn't miss it. I can't type. Mechie. He's on Colorado. Avalanche? Anytime. Yeah, he is. Plus 105. Definitely made worse bets. That's good to circa. All right. I took it. I'm riding with you. I'm in. Mechie, 22 to 1. Overall good. I would like a bit more, honestly. What's AD? Unk Rivers plus 220, 265 in FanDuel over 1.5 passing tutties. Yeah, AD Mitchell shot. Let's see. Hold on. Rivers. Because I saw that pop up on the EV screen. I saw that too. Passing. TDs. Whoa. Why we're not getting anything pulling here? Let's reset. Maybe it's just because the search function and Unk is only off the bench now for less than 7 days. So let's just go back here. That's not the game I meant to click. Looking for. Am I blind? I am. 49ers Colts. There we go. 265, 280 at circa though, brother. So at that point, I can't bet that, unfortunately, because it's just not good to circa. The 375 at 365, that is absolutely worth betting if you have 265, but at that 275, 265, just circa's at 280. Unfortunately, I don't think that's a good bet. At 365, though, it is a good bet. It's crazy how that works. I mean, it's not crazy when you've been EV betting, but like it is just the facts that the at one book it's not worth it at that price. The other book at that price, it's absolutely worth it. Nothing to do with like whether or not I think he can or can't do it. It's just the price, man. Warren under rush yards. Let's see this. Just a Kalshi bug, though it is. I don't know if it's I don't think it's like a bug as in it's like a PTO bug. I just think that Kalshi's something's up there. There's Henry also, same situation. So let me just remind myself of what we played. Don't have any first touchdowns for the 4 p.m.s, even after those two fun ones we bet. We bet Durham, it's a 1, and we bet Tillman, also a 1 p.m. game. So do want to get some 4 p.m.s here while we're at it. And just see if anything here is popping up. That Mayer still hasn't moved. That's annoying. Into the 4s, lower percentages here. Not that we can't find value, but are low. Low. Okay. So back up to the top here. Let's check out touchdowns. Herbert to throw a pick plus 105 at MGM. I actually love that from like a overall game perspective. I think he's definitely going to have to throw a pick. Ty Johnson always looks good, man. I mean, MGM only. I mean, 365 only, but you know we love to bet some Ty Johnsons here. We've hit on some Ty Johnsons also this season. I think we've only got 1 touchdown we hit, but we've also definitely bet a lot of Ty Johnson. Shakir at DK 310. We have a first, and we have his under receptions. Anytime, brother. Anytime. That's what I'm here for. This is good. I'm betting this. 0.3U, get it to a 1U win if it hits. I'm betting the Shakir. I mean, I know we're on the first. This could be beautiful. First went to 14 to 1. So DK is faded our DK has faded our play on Shakir, but I just bet that touchdown. Khalil Shakir 310. 1.7 low EV, but still has EV. And annoyed it went to 14 to 1. But with that being said, as long as like Circa didn't move, can I get the Shakir here? I can just do this. Shakir. If Circa moved too, it's a bit more like annoying, but no, Circa's at 9 to 1. I mean, I wouldn't double back down and bet this twice, especially if you just bet the anytime with some EV, but bit annoyed in the sense where I just wish we got a better price, but we still got a great price realistically. Let's go back to the 4 PMs and find some first tutties. So Bills Browns check, Vikings Giants check, Buccaneers Panthers. We have the Durham. So we could take another quick scroll through. We have the Bucky anytime. That Bucky 8-1 still pretty solid, honestly. Though where's Sean Tucker? Yeah, remember we got him at 33-1 or whatever that was, or it was close to that. I think it was like it might have been 25, but either way, we sniped that Sean Tucker the other day. At 10-1, but where's Circa and Penny? Circa's the same price. Okay. All right. So we'll stick with our Payne Durham banger long shot here. Done. Cowboys Chargers done. Jets Saints. AD no from pricing. Estime. I don't know what to think about the Saints backfield with Hull. Estime obviously. Neal and AK no not playing here. Jeremy Rucker, John Michie, Juwan Johnson at Rivers. Interesting. Mason Tipton. He's gotten a couple of scores here. 18-1 looks a pretty solid. Amon-Ra, Jalen Warren, first tutty. We'll look at both. Absolutely, we'll get there. We're going through all the games, the fours now. Shook first touchdown, not great. This Tipton is staring me down. Not that we need first touchdowns every freaking game, but this Tipton, I'm just going to load it to the slip here. We're not going to lock it in just yet. We'll confirm it, but Tipton is our look right now for the Saints game. Where did Olave go? There was value on Olave earlier. I think you called that output. And if you got in earlier, that was probably the move. But at this point, it's chalked. Chiefs Titans we're in on. Bengals Fins we looked at. I just didn't think there was anything worth it, if I'm not mistaken. Dulcich 40-1 is solid. Waddle, no. It's Circa. No. Okay. We have our Chase Brown anytime. We're good on that. I think there was some good value on Brown earlier, but earlier doesn't mean now. Falcons Cardinals. We have not betted first tutty here. Bijan obviously chalk. Darnell at 20-1, 25-1 at 365 is definitely worth betting there. At 15-1, that's definitely worth it. Mooney, some downfield threat. Cardinals defense obviously really struggling. London best price. Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts at Fanatics is decent. Marv, I'm adding that to the slip on MGM because that looks really good at 10-1 there, 13-1, 12-1. Obviously back. Jacoby Myers first title. Well, we're getting there. We're going through all the fours. We're calling out fours. I love it. Great timing. Jaguars Broncos right there. So let me do that. Okay, Broncos, Jaguars, Jacoby Myers first. BTJ 15-1 also looks good. I'm just gonna add things to slips and then we'll go from there. Sutton 10-1, no. Diami at this point kind of priced out. Ingram can't at that price. Myers looks good. Gonna add that to a slip on DK and we'll revisit shortly. Munsell, Jordan, Marvin, Nate Atkins, Parker Washington also looks pretty good. So we'll also add that to a slip. And we'll revisit Harvey. No. Okay. So let's limit that. Then Raiders Texans. Do we have anything? I don't think so. Genti 13-1. No, only 100 off. Ian Thomas, Jaden Higgins. That River's not too bad. Mayer, Chubb, Nico is shot. Woody shot. Where's Jamar Jordan? Definitely scrolled past them. Jawar Jordan, excuse me. Nothing at Circa though, so we'll pass there. All right. What time is it? Okay, 12-18. We're chilling. Okay. Line Steelers. Amon-Ra this is like the lowest I would go on a WR1, but I'm definitely interested in some Amon-Ra there at Fanatics. Darnell Washington, no. Jahmyr Gibbs 370. I mean, that's so freaking low, but like I see it. JMO same price. I'll put it in the slip, but like I love JMO and like today. I also love DK. I passed. I must have passed DK. Just his pricing definitely wasn't there. Sorry, Jalen Warren, 11-1 is actually good at the score. Will Jetta ever get his yards? They're force feeding him, man. They're trying their best, and if there is a matchup to do it, it is today to get his yards. Don't want to mess up where we're at flow wise, so I'll look here. What are his yards? It's 59.5, basically painted, so there's not EV. That's the $1,000,000 question for Jettas. I mean, if you're like a fantasy player, I feel bad if you had to like succumb to that for Jettas there. I hope he gets his yards. This Warren at the score 11-1 is good. Okay, no Tom Kennedy's for me. Then we're at Sunday night. Of course, we'll look at Sunday night quickly. Do have a boost there. We'll see if we could find stuff quick, but if not, we're not gonna lose sleep over it. Nuke at 30-1. No, not that great. Hunter Henry 15-1 at the score is looking pretty good. Kayshon Boutte also at the score, not great but good. Matt Collins at circa. Bateman, no. Diggs, no. Zay, decent. I think Zay's decent. All right, so let's go back and look at what we got here. So they didn't all go to the same tab, did they? Oh, they did. Okay, perfect. I like this. Okay. Looking at Zay, BTJ, Myers, JMO. Okay. And also we're looking at, close some tabs here. We bet this Keenan. Also Mason Tipton, Marvin Harrison, Parker Washington. Okay. So let's double back here. Marvin Harrison Jr. I think this is one that's definitely worth betting. 10-1, 12-1, 13, 14-14, 15-1 MGM. Okay, so I'm just going through everybody one more time. Jacoby. Well, let's see. Was there anybody else in this game? No. The other games. Okay. We have to go to Jags Broncos. We saw a lot of opportunity in Jags Broncos, both teams that spread the rock around. So makes sense over behind some value. Jacoby looks really good. Jacoby's right now the leader in the clubhouse. Brian Thomas, 15-1, 12-1. So I guess the question is, who is Surtain going to guard? I think it's Thomas. I'm not going to lie. Jacoby makes sense too. This is another one that's like I think is a real toss-up because pricing is both great for this, but also was Parker Washington we called out as well. Yeah, that's good. We also saw the 40.5 at -110. So obviously 2 points. That is a 1 point difference there. That looks good. This Parker isn't as good as the other two. I'm going BTJ. I'm not going to lie here. At 15-1. I'm going to confirm it on PTO one more time. But just from pricing, circa 12-1, 13. Yeah, I'm betting BTJ. If it's Myers, I'm sorry. Feel free to bet both. I'm taking a stand, though, and I'm going with BT. Brian Thomas Jr. That being said, I'm definitely team Broncos here because I have a Texans future, Texans to win the South. So I definitely am a fan of the Chargers for today. I mean, of the Broncos for today. That being said, doesn't mean I can't bet a first tutty. So Brian Thomas, first touchdown into a W for the Broncos would be a fantastic scenario. I bet the BTJ. Okay. Just to confirm. Okay, so taking Myers out of the slip, taking DTJ. Say Flowers still interesting in JMO. Tipton and Harrison. Okay, let's go back to Mason Tipton. Jets Saints. Another secondary terrific. Tipton. 14-1, 18-1. So that is really good. 16-1, 840. Let's do a quick FTN here. We'll filter to Shuck games and we'll look at what Tipton's what his target shares really actually look like and get a better view of that. All right, what am I looking for? All right, teams, New Orleans. All right, so this is full season. Doesn't matter because it's a mix of QBs here, but I'm just curious from an overall standpoint. Tipton is averaging one target a game, but we'll look more. So it's he's really just not good in football, so it's not worth it. That price is not that great. I know the Jets is whatever, but still, if he scores the first, I'll live with that. I'm not betting that. Like we talk about a guy. I mean, obviously Olave, even Bailey is getting so many more 6 to 4. I mean, we can't even look at same game. Like what was Vele? Hold on a second. So I get a text. Hold on. All right, sorry. Vele. Where is that? Am I blind? Where's Vele? Is he out? Maybe. Okay. Doesn't matter. That's probably why I tipped his odds have moved that direction. Is he out? What am I looking for here? Haven't even looked at some injury reports here. We've just been betting what we got. And not that we need any more first touchdowns. We have like the board completely sprayed. Quentin Johnston active, Keon Coleman healthy inactive again. T. Higgins will play. Okay, that's really okay. Dobbs, we saw it yesterday. We need to see the highlights. We had the Dobbs first touchdown. That was great. Okay. Yeah. Not seeing any like massive news. Gardner out. Buckner will play. That's big. We know. Swift obviously played already. Okay. Nothing that underdog that's really doing anything for us. Let's do a last run through the EV screen. McCaffrey, Rucker, Gunner still showing. Genty receptions 4.5. All right, nothing at any books we care about at this point here. I mean, if you have Hard Rock and stuff, you can feel free to stop me and bet anything. We'll finish up here with 2 looks here, then also final look for a first touchdown in that Steelers game. You know, Olave receptions 5.5 plus 104. Market average 114. I like this. I'm actually going to bet this Olave. Jet Saints. Obviously, we still have these in our slip from before, but this Olave plus 104, I'm in on. Receiving props, receptions, 6 plus 104. Gotta go over under because the like slider is off. That's at 103. We got 104. All right. So let's wrap up with a touchdown, first touchdown for the Lions game, and we'll call it. Check out this one more time. Lad showing up 195 on Fanatics. I got to get my Fanatics situated. Got to get Fanatics situated because that Lad at 195 is definitely a good bet. At Fanatics, Rashard Smith 10-1. Did Fanduel drop again? Wow, I should have even bet the 10-1. That's so annoying. I'm definitely going to look to live bet Rashard Smith touchdown. I'll just call it out right now. There's a live betting boost. I will definitely use that on Rashard Smith. Is on my radar. Kareem Hunt, Pickens at 180. Juwan Johnson 275. Drake May still 1.3%. So it's actually went higher. 425. It's 4-1 still at circa. So I'll pass on that. It's still low. Let's find the first touchdown for the Lions game, which you already basically looked at. Williams, Jameson, Williams. Where is JMO? 10-1. It's the same price, so it goes against what we've been really betting. So it's probably not worth it. Kenny G. Yeah. DK 13, same price. Jonnu doesn't even get on the field as much as you'd want him to. Gibbs obviously the chalk, so maybe it's not even worth betting anything here. St. Brown 600. No. All right, boys, we're gonna call it. We have like 30 plus bets in for today, which is the move. Good luck today. I'll see you guys on stream tomorrow. If you hit that like button, YouTube goes a really long way. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. Hopefully we're coming into tomorrow with a hell of a day. We have so many picks, so much locked in. So have a good one, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thank you.